Louisiana killing a death row inmate for the first time in the last 15 years and carrying out its first nitrogen hypoxia execution ever. State officials say convicted murderer and rapist Jessie Hoffman was declared dead at 6:50 tonight.
They also say the procedure went according to plan. Louisiana First News reporter Deshaun Johnson is at the state prison now where the execution took place in Angola. Deshaun, how about the witnesses? Are they describing the execution the same way that it went as planned?
Well, Christine and Andre, after hearing the details of what led up to Hoffman's death, they say that in their eyes, this went exceptionally well, almost like a clinical session. But let's visit the timeline on how it led up that way. Now, state officials broke it down. At around 6:30 this morning, he had visitation with family and was made aware his last relief was denied. He declined his last meal. At 6 p.m., he was then brought to the gurney. 3 people were in the execution room: the warden, Hoffman's spiritual advisor, and the doctor. When he was strapped, he denied his final words twice. Officials say the entire process took 19 minutes. Medical officials say they believe he was unconscious within minutes, taking a total of 14 minutes to die and 5 minutes after his heart stopped. At 6:50, he was officially pronounced dead. Officials say they followed the same protocols as Alabama, and they feel they did a much better job. There were 7 witnesses in total, with 2 saying he had little movement and could only see his head during the process. The Attorney General said during the press conference that this was justice for not only the victim's family, but the start of a new continuing justice for other victims.
Justice has been delayed for these victims and their families for far too long. I, along with my office, remain committed to ensuring that justice is carried out. He received multiple appeals. He received even more appeals and review in the last several days. Now he faces his ultimate judgment before God.
With this death, there are now 55 inmates sitting on death row. This now makes Louisiana the second state in U.S. history to use nitrogen hypoxia. The Attorney General says with the success of this execution, they plan to start rolling through other death row inmate cases as new filings have come out because of this execution. Reporting live at Angola, Deshaun Johnson, Louisiana First News.